Steve Hodel likes to talk about how his father became a reporter for the LA Record, which was, at least in Steve world, a major newspaper in Los Angeles. And he was writing crime stories and going around with the Vice Squad, and then he graduated to Homicide. And Steve got his panties in a twist, as he often does, when I said the LA Record was a little nothing paper. So don't mess with me when it comes to newspaper history in Los Angeles and newspaper circulation, Steve. You're always going to lose. Let's take a look at newspaper circulation of the various papers. And spoiler alert, the LA Record doesn't come out well. It was not doing well. Okay. And here we have newspaper circulation for 1921. And let me point out that getting newspaper circulation figures this far back is no easy task. But here we are. What are the newspapers? Los Angeles Examiner Sunday is the leading paper in Los Angeles. Now understand, the daily papers broke out their circulation daily and Sunday because more people read the newspapers on Sunday. So here's the LA Examiner newspaper on Sunday, 188,000 circulation, the leading paper in LA. Next paper is the Los Angeles Herald, 127,000 circulation. It's an evening paper, so it doesn't have the Sunday breakout. The next biggest paper is the Los Angeles Times Sunday, 121,000, okay? Next is the Los Angeles Examiner daily circulation. Remember, daily is different than Sunday. Fewer readers because people are going to work and whatever. Okay. Next in circulation is the Los Angeles Times daily, followed by the Los Angeles Express, and finally down here is the Los Angeles Record. Notice that the Los Angeles Record is half of the Examiner circulation. Now here's a graphic for you, just to make it all, put it all in context. LA Examiner Sunday, Los Angeles Herald, Los Angeles Times Sunday, Los Angeles Examiner daily, Los Angeles Times daily, Los Angeles Express, and here is the little old Los Angeles Record, which, as I said, and which got Steve Hodel all ticked off, was it's the smallest of these newspapers. It was, as I said, a little nothing paper. But not done yet. No. There's more. Steve likes to talk about the journalism career of his dad. So I don't know whether Steve is aware of it or not, but the Los Angeles Record is online, all of it. Would you like to see what George Hodel wrote? Would you like to see that? Because I can show you. Well, possibly I can show you. Where is it? Okay. Here's the Los Angeles Record. Here are, as I said, it's all online. It's available through newspapers.com. George Hodel. Well, there's one listing in 1911. Now, what's interesting about this, because this isn't little Georgie. Remember, little George Hodel is Georgie Jr., okay? So this is the dad. This is Steve's grandfather. And here is the article about little Georgie at the age of 9 playing at Shrine Auditorium. And then here we are, 1923. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be George Sr. And then finally we down, let's see, George, I think that again is George Sr. Finally, George Hill Hodel, age of 25. And that's it. That's it for George. That is it for George Hodel. Now, to be fair, and I am trying to be fair, newspapers in those days didn't give bylines. That didn't happen. That is a more modern thing. Sometimes in features, if a story was especially good or important, they would put a byline on the story. But it was nothing at all like we see in the newspapers today, where you'll have a dual byline and then 3 or 4 or 5 people at the end of the story. That didn't happen. The point is that you can barely find a trace of boy genius George Hodel in the Los Angeles record. 2 references to Dad, 1 reference to young Georgie playing piano. And I misstated, there was a mention of him. I said it was the age of 25. It's 1925. So Steve, unless you've got your dad's clip somewhere with his name on him and says, I wrote this, I'm saying this is just more of your bullshit. If you're all butthurt over that, baby, have a cinnamon roll just for you. Good.